Hello, welcome or welcome back to my channel. Bear with me a second, I just realised I left my rooms over there and I'm going to need them. So, welcome or welcome back. It is a very blustery but beautiful day today where I am. I hope you're having a wonderful day yourself, wherever you are. And what I would like to say is if you haven't already, please do like and subscribe to my channel. This is going to be a very quick one. I just want to take some time to see where your energy is today, what we will talk about for you today. I've got this new gadget today that it should follow me. If I turn this way, the camera should follow me, but it's not doing it. So if you see me just leaning slightly for no apparent reason, that's why. I'm just playing with the camera. So let's see straight away. Ooh, graceful persistence. Now that's interesting because we've got what looks a bit like a buzzard on there, and I've been stalked by buzzards lately. They are everywhere. There's a family of buzzards that are living by me at the moment. I keep hearing them, I keep seeing them, they are everywhere. And it's usually about the time that I'm thinking about my readings, I'm thinking about the work that I'm doing here on YouTube. So what I'm getting from this is perhaps you are in a similar energy at the moment where you are persistently doing something or persistently thinking about something. But when it's graceful persistence, it's basically like you aren't any longer holding out for the outcome. You are just doing because it makes you feel good, because it feels right. And you're moving along in this way and it's making everything look so effortless and feel so natural and good. That's what I've got for you on there. Let's see if we've got another one to come through. That's the hawk and the thistle. I love thistles. Did anybody ever watch the Nessie in the Zoo? Did everyone ever watch that? I don't know why I'm talking about that, but I'm sure there was a thistle whistle or something like that in there, and they used to blow the whistle to get Nessie to come out of the lock. So this is about that. That just popped into my head as sort of like a comical way. Perhaps you've got quite a sense of humour and you needed to hear that today. You needed to be reminded of your childhood, perhaps. Unless you are way young and you just don't know what I'm talking about, then I feel sorry for you because our cartoons were so much better than yours. But we have now confidence, the boar and the pumpkin. So with this, I'm getting something that's related to around Halloween time, around the end of October, that's significant to you, to do with something that you are being persistent towards, that you have been working towards. So perhaps you've been working on this for some time, and the boar kind of reminds me of the rune Uruz. So it's like having persistence, confidence, and it leads to that transmutation. So that's interesting because we had Uruz come out. Wouldn't be surprised if it comes out now as well, but it came out last night in a reading that I did. So let's see what your runes are talking about now. What is this graceful persistence and confidence that you are exuding today? Nordies, this has been around a lot lately, a lot. Nordies, this is that need fire. You are recognizing what your needs are and you aren't afraid to go after them anymore. You are putting behind you any doubts or fears from the past that are stopping you or holding you back from really going after what you want and what you need. And this is telling us that this is a need of yours, yeah? It's no longer just a desire or a want, it's an actual need, and you are recognizing that now. And that's why it has been such a persistence in your life at this time, because you know that now, you've recognized that. And you're feeling confident about it, I do feel. You are really in an energy of really understanding, like, yeah, I can go for this, I can do this. And we have Yera. So this is cycles of natural growth. So this isn't a new thing. This is something that you have been considering for some time, but perhaps didn't have the confidence before or didn't know how to go after what you were looking for before. But now you do. So this is like the natural growth that you have been through. And again, I feel it's from maybe like October time last year that you've really sort of gone through a transition. You've recognized some needs based around that sort of time. Maybe something significant happened in your life at that time that kind of awoken you to something that you were trying to manifest. So Yera is like a slow moving energy, whereas Daggers is like a daily cycle. Yera is a yearly cycle. And it's the things that you learn about yourself over that time. It always makes me think about, you know, when you would make a potion and things like that in witchcraft, you would do it over a year and a day. You know, training in the craft and things, it would be a year and a day. So it's something about a year and a day. Maybe you feel like, God, this is taking a year and a day. But you've actually gotten used to or become accepting of the fact that this might be taking some time. I don't know why the camera just wobbled all by itself then. I don't know if it was agreeing with me or not. Kainaz. So Kainaz is a rune, that beacon, that torch of light. It's illuminating all of the dark corners for you. It actually can help to clear energy, burn away things that are no longer resonating with you. There's two here that are about fire. So perhaps you have fire in your energy. Maybe fire is one of your star signs. I don't tend to talk about star signs because I believe that we kind of contain pretty much all of the star signs in our energy at some point or other in our houses, if you like. So I don't really tend to touch on the zodiac signs too much. So sorry about that if that's something that you tend to like more. But I will talk about elements of earth, air, fire and water. And you're coming up as more of a fiery person. So this is somebody that has confidence, passion, can be successful, is possibly more around spirituality and power as how you go about things. So I do feel for somebody here, you are kind of tapping into your spiritual side right now. And this is where this persistence is coming through, because something is constantly tapping at you and you're starting to illuminate to it. You're starting to see it now and realize it. So those are the runes that we have for you today. So do let me know if that resonates. I'm going to use the Llewellyn cards, the Welsh cards again today. So if that resonates with you before, then this is possibly your pack. I'm not going to do any fancy shuffling. I have been trying to practice fancy shuffling and I'm not great at it. I need to work a bit harder on that. Now this card, again, comes out all the time. Even if I do my own personal readings, this card comes out. It was literally on the bottom of the deck just when I was shuffling the cards. So before I started shuffling, this is the Wheel of Fortune. So something has changed in your energy. And it's funny because it does relate to Yera in terms of like, you know, it's the cycles that you've gone through that have kind of created a change in you. You've gone through some potentially karmic lessons. You've learned something about yourself and it's kind of taken you full circle to a point where like something needs to change. I need to change this because I've recognized what my needs are, and some of the things that you have been doing in your life, they're not resonating anymore with those needs, with those soul needs. So this is about like a change up. Something is really sort of affecting you now in terms of like it's really becoming apparent that a change needs to occur, that a change needs to happen. It's interesting, on the bottom of the deck we've got the Star card. So this is that wish fulfillment. So it's like your hopes, your dreams, your desires are being manifested, and you know this. This is why you are being gracefully persistent. So it's like, it's a lovely energy I can feel around you, because it's like we've got all the time in the world. There is no rush out the door. We've got all the time in the world, and that's making you feel a lot of freedom. It's making you feel really at home with yourself, as like, you know, because I feel somebody here in the past, especially with Nordies showing up as your first rune, in the past you have felt like really restricted because you felt like you've had to rush out the door to get what you want, to get what you need, or what you thought you needed, when in actual fact that just made you feel more restricted. Whereas now it's almost like a, well, you know, when I'm ready, if it's there for me, it's there for me. If it's not, it's not. You're detaching from the outcome, and that is allowing you to feel more graceful, more free, taking a different perspective on how you go about things. I'm feeling, and you've decided, I'm never going to go back to being that person that rushes in. This is more about taking a slower approach to things and seeing how things pan out. And it's a really nice energy I'm getting from you right now. So the Wheel of Fortune is coming out then there as changes are occurring. So what are these changes in relation to? What is this change in relation to? Let's see. What is this change in relation to for you? Can you hear my, oh, okay. I'm not going to take those two, but I am going to take Caridwen because she felt that way around. Now, she popped into my head before actually. Lady Caridwen, she was a very powerful woman, and she created a potion for one of her children because her child didn't have good looks, didn't have much intelligence, and she wanted him to have something. So she created a potion that would give him all the knowledge in the world. And as she did this, she got an assistant that helped her with it. Well, he wasn't Taliesin then, but he turned into Taliesin. I think I might have told this story before. But anyway, the potion accidentally got knocked over, and 3 drops of this potion went into his mouth, and he then obtained all of this knowledge. Now, I'm telling you this because it took a year and a day to create that potion. And there's something about this year and a day, like you've gone through a bit of a process that's taken this year and a day. So where are we now? We're in April. So perhaps if you think back to this time last year, what was happening for you in your life? And I want you to recognize how far you've come to being where you are right now. Now, this is the High Priestess, and she is all about tapping into your psychic centers. She is about your intuition and your dreams as well. And I do feel that you have been in the process of manifesting something. I did see the Magician a little while ago as well, so I am going to see if the Magician comes back out again. So this change is actually about you tapping into your intuition. You're allowing yourself to be guided by your intuition, but you've kind of been working on this for some time. This is why it's saying graceful persistence. This has been all of the experiences that you've had, you know, however karmic they felt, or like lessons that they felt like, you've smashed each and every one of them to become where you're at right now, to allow for this fortunate change. The Wheel of Fortune is, you know, it's something really positive is coming into your life right now. We've got the Sun on the bottom, which is another manifestation card, which like the star that came out before. So you are heading towards something that you have been manifesting at this time. So you've got your intuition on there. So what potentially is the outcome for you here? Because we know you're not all about the outcome at this time. You are all about, got 6 of Pentacles on there. You are all about, you've realised it's about the journey, not the destination, or that the journey is the destination, okay? Now, the 6 of Pentacles is about getting balance and giving and receiving. So I do feel like maybe you have received something that you haven't had before, and in return you want to give that back, and you've recognized how to achieve balance, whereas I feel like in the past things haven't been balanced before. Yeah, 5 of Wands, you've had conflicts before. There's always been power struggles before when you've looked at this, but now there isn't. There is no power struggle because you've tapped into your intuition and you've recognized, actually, I don't need to indulge in things that don't bring me peace. I need to slowly and gracefully go towards things that actually bring me peace. But I need to find that peace within myself first. And that's why Nordies is there, that soul needs. Move away from what restricts you or constrains you. Move towards what makes you feel free to be yourself, you know? I've got that song now. 'Cause I'm free to do what I want any old time. I don't know why that's popped into my head, but I do apologise for singing. If you liked it, please give me a thumbs up in the comments. Page of Wands. So, an enthusiastic approach to things, to life. You are in a space of like, I'm feeling quite enthusiastic and quite, what's the word, inspired about my way forward. This always reminds me of the Fool a little bit. The Page of Wands is like a mini Fool. And the mini Fool is all about taking a leap of faith, taking a chance, you know, being a little bit happy-go-lucky. So that's your energy at the moment, as the outcome is kind of like you've realised, actually, you know, I need to balance this out. I'm going to give what I receive, and I'm not going to be apologetic about it. There's something about not being apologetic about what it is that you're going after and who you want to be, where you want to be. This is, I do feel for some of you, you're taking a lot of journeys maybe by yourself and recognising a lot of things about yourself. You're learning a lot. Sorry, I'm hearing a knocking noise and it sounds like it's coming from upstairs. I'm the only person here. Don't know what that is, but I'm sure I will find out. But it's interesting that started happening just as I was talking about this journey. It's like somebody tapping the floor, like, yeah, I'm ready to go, I'm ready to, but you're still in this like graceful, persistent energy. Okay, I like this. I like how this is going for you. There's a rabbit down there as well, which is kind of making me think of fertility. It's an energy of newness, of like springtime is all about that kind of excited energy of, you know, I'm actually happy being me, just for me. And you are gravitating towards other things that are bringing you that energy of like, I'm really enjoying my life right now. Nothing is restricting me. You're not allowing anything to restrict you. We've got the King of Wands on the bottom. That's success. Like that's actually somebody that's really stood in their confidence. So I do feel like you are probably looking a little bit sexy right now. And you know, really enjoy that energy, and allow it, you know. Perhaps you've got a lot of people wanting you right now and you're sort of like, you know, well, I don't have to jump out the door for anything. You are gracefully moving towards something. I see somebody that's got a lot of offers and things, but you're a bit sort of like, no, I know what I want. I know where I'm going. King of Pentacles. Yes, you definitely know what it is that you're after and where you want to go. You are in a real abundant energy right now. This is somebody that's feeling quite secure in what they can achieve for themselves, yeah? I see somebody that is possibly influenced by money, by achieving more abundance in the sense of financial reward. You are in that energy, I feel, and maybe that's what this graceful persistence is about and the confidence is. So this is, if that's what you're looking for, this is what's coming into your energy right now. You are achieving that. You are getting there. So let's get a final outcome on here, because I do have to go and do another reading in a moment. So what is your final outcome? Can you hear that knocking? It's like Morse code with Fred upstairs or something, isn't it? Like, I've got to work out what you're saying to me. So what is the final outcome for our person here? Oh, I love it when they want to talk. What is the final outcome here? Let's have a look for you. Ooh, we've got 10 of Cups. So I've got a real feeling here that there's an energy of you moving into a connection with somebody, but it feels very graceful. It feels very sort of like there's no rushing in. There's no, that butterflies kind of like, you know, trauma response almost kind of feeling to it. It's just flowing. It's just kind of like going in the direction that's making you feel confident, securing yourself and not restricted. And this is your final outcome, is the 10 of Cups. So it's everything that you've been desiring, that you've been dreaming for, that you've been wishing for. This Wheel of Fortune is talking about this coming into your life now. The changes that you've made and the persistence that you've shown and the confidence that you have, you know, and that real determination is all allowing this to come into fruition now, to fall in. Okay, So I do feel over the next few days, maybe the next couple of weeks, you're going to start to see more advances in this way as well. Okay, so I'm going to leave this reading here for you. If that resonated with you and you would like to go deeper into your particular situation, then please do get in touch. I'd love to hear your comments. Please don't forget to subscribe and like my channel as well. And I'll respond to you as I can as well. So have a blessed day.